Hi there, strikers. There's something uniquely disturbing about people vanishing into thin air. Read about these incredibly strange, unsolved cases. Although these disappearances span centuries, locations, age ranges, and circumstances, there's one common thread shared between them: a lack of closure. There are theories, speculations, and investigations, but never a decisive answer. On our incoming episode, I'm going to feature some of the cases of mysterious disappearances, of some missing that just disappear without any trace. Disappearance of Jean-Jacques Savin. In late December 2018, Savin boarded a barrel-shaped capsule and began his voyage from El Hierro in the Canary Islands. The solar-powered capsule was designed to withstand orca attacks and waves, and included a kitchen and sleeping bunk. He arrived in the Caribbean more than 4 months later, on the 27th of April 2019, whereupon he declared his voyage a success. After a Dutch oil tanker picked him and his barrel up and ferried them to St. Eustatius, where Savin stayed a few days, a French tugboat took him to Martinique. On the 1st of January 2022, Savin set off from Sagres, Portugal, in a rowing boat 8 meters, 26 feet, long and 1.7 meters, 5 feet 7 in, wide, with 300 kilograms, 660 pounds, of equipment, including a spear gun, a heater, 2 desalinators, freeze-dried food, and his mandolin. He was to arrive to the French Caribbean island of Martinique 3 months later. In the early hours of the 21st of January, Savin sent 2 distress beacons to indicate he was encountering great difficulty, with official last contact at 0:34. His boat was found overturned later that day by the Portuguese Coast Guard, and the next day, a diver commissioned to investigate reportedly discovered Savin's body in the cabin. However, it was later reported Savin had not been discovered in his cabin, and that he had been lost at sea. The French adventurer Jean-Jacques Savin has disappeared while attempting to row solo across the Atlantic, according to a statement on Sunday from the Portuguese Navy, which said his boat was found overturned on Saturday near the Azores. Mr. Savin's support team initially said that he had died and that his lifeless body was found in the boat by Portuguese officials. But later on Sunday the Portuguese Navy said Mr. Savin's boat had been found, but not his body. The search for the man ended at the end of the day yesterday, without it being possible to find the victim, the Navy said in a statement. One of the merchant ships collected a waterproof bag that contained the navigator's identification documents. The Navy also said that a warning remained in effect for ships sailing in the area to be aware of the possibility of sighting the castaway. Savin, 75, activated distress beacons on Thursday night and early Friday, according to the statement from his support team, which was posted on his Facebook page. The Portuguese maritime authorities had located Mr. Savin's boat, l'Audacieux, the Audacious, on Saturday, the statement said. For 24 hours, we were in a state of great anxiety, the support team said in the earlier statement. We were hoping for a glimmer of hope, and even for good news. Unfortunately, this time the ocean was stronger than our friend, who loved navigation and the sea so much. On Sunday evening, The team posted a statement from Manon Savin, Mr. Savin's daughter, which said, "To date we have no official confirmation from the Portuguese maritime authorities." Mr. Savin began his journey from southern Portugal on January 2 and posted several updates on Facebook. On January 7, the sixth day of the voyage, he described the sea as very strong and said that it felt like a roller coaster. On January 10, he had traveled about 163 miles, which he said was a good start. On January 19, Mr. Savin posted his last diary entry on Facebook. "I've run into some problems in the last 10 or so days," he wrote. "The solar collector, which should recharge the battery of my water desalination system, has stopped working. I have been forced to use my manual desalinator, but that takes all my physical energy. Rest assured," he added, "I'm not in danger." He was heading to the Azores, the Portuguese archipelago, he said. "There's a beautiful marina with an airport next door," he wrote. "Everything I need is there. Despite the current difficulties of strong swells and winds, it has become easier as the wind pushes me toward the archipelago," he wrote, adding, "Despite it all, I will absolutely not give up." Mr. Savin, who turned 75 during this voyage, hailed from the oyster farming town of Aries, in southwestern France. He was a former military parachutist, pilot and park ranger in Africa who did not settle quietly into his golden years. By the time he was 71, Mr. Savin had already sailed solo across the Atlantic 4 times. In 2018, he crossed the Atlantic again, this time in an orange barrel-shaped capsule that he said he had built himself. A New York Times article described the capsule, which was about 10 feet long and 6 feet 8 inches wide, as smaller than a pickup and held upright by a concrete ballast. He completed the journey in 127 days. In an interview afterward, Mr. Savin described his time at sea as complete freedom. "It's hard to convey," he said. "No one tells you what to do. There are no rules. It's freedom." Though he was skilled, and was equipped with sophisticated navigation and communication tools, that voyage was not without its challenges, he conceded. "Twice, I almost collided with large ships," he said.